Okay guys, so welcome back to another video. I'm doing another tips video, trying different tips.
A channel all about improving your photography. Well, mostly. As I've said a couple of times on this channel before, I have pretty much had enough of photography tip list video. Right, first tip I've given that I think is actually quite a good one is that I think the aim should always be to make photos that are about things rather than just of things.
But in this one, it's shoot about things, not of things. We'll give it a try. I've come down to the beach, as you can see. I think the sun's just about to go down over the far side there. It's quite nice light at the moment though. And yeah, we'll see if we can shoot about something as opposed to of something. We'll give it a go anyway. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so I've not brought my tripod with me or any filters, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a little bit of a longer exposure down on the coastline. There's not a lot of movement in the sea because it's flat calm, but yeah, we'll see what sort of shot we can get.
There's a lot of grey in this. Basically, there's no hard and fast definition of what makes a photo of something or what makes a photo about something. I just think you should try and make photos more about something than of something. I can see you looking at me thinking, what the hell's he going on about if you've not seen me talk about this before? Let me try and explain through photos. So this is a photo of Lake Bled. I think it's a photo of Lake Bled. And here is a photo about Lake Bled, or certainly more about Lake Bled than the other one. And what makes this photo more about Lake Bled is the fact that I feel like I'm in the middle of a story when I look at this image. So I get a sense that people visit this island. I get a sense that we're in like a calm, serene environment because there's a lovely reflection on the lake. I get the sense that I'm surrounded by trees because you can see branches in the corner of the frame. I get a sense of temperature because of the mist and the autumn leaves. And so in general, I think this does a much better job of being about something rather than just of something, which, as I said, I think is always the aim.
Okay, so I'm not sure whether I'm getting a shot about something. What I'm trying to get is smooth out the what small waves there are over the rocks there. I'm not sure how they're going to turn out. We'll find out, or you're going to find out before me. So yeah, over that way you've got well, that's Brighton over there. So I'm going to rest my camera down on the rock here and see if we can get a bit of a longer exposure heading over that way. I think that would class as a photo about something because you've got the shoreline leading round to the city that's just lighting up. So yeah, could be an interesting shot. Let's give it a go.
With photography. Another example, so this is an ice fisherman in Greenland, and I could have, for this photo, just gone right up tight to him and taken a photo, basically filled the frame with his body, and through doing that tried to get lots of detail of the, I don't know, what's he using, to the spear thing to get through the ice. That could have been the aim with the photo, but by doing that you wouldn't have got the sense of scale that you get by me standing much further back and including all of the ice that you see in this photo. And by doing that you get much more of a sense of what is going on, what the scene is about, than if you just saw the fisherman. For example, you can see that there is no other person for miles around other than me taking the photo, but there's no people, there's no industry, and by showing that you get a much better sense of, for example, what his life is like. And you wouldn't get that, like I said, if you framed it differently, if you just got a photo of him.
Okay, so this looks quite interesting. I'm happy with that from what I can see here. So we'll see what it looks like on the computer when we get home. Let's try it the other way. So I've tried some long exposures. Well, I think a couple of them have come out okay, but I'm going to speed up the shutter speed now and see what else I can get pictures about things.
And this, I think, is a photo about him. Similarly with this one from the same trip, this is dog sledding, as you can see. Now, if the whip wasn't included in this photo, then it would just be a photo of my feet and a person in front of me on a dog sled. By including the whip, you get a sense of urgency, you get the impression that this man maybe owns the dogs, you get the impression that maybe he's working, you get much more of a sense of what's going on in the frame just by including that whip. So yeah, having photos that are about things rather than just of things is a bit of a strange thing to wrap your head around, but it's certainly something good to aim for.
I took a couple of pictures that way, a couple of long exposures, took a couple of pictures that way, again a couple of long exposures, and down this way. I think I did try to not take pictures of things. My battery has now died. I think I've managed to do that. I didn't take a picture of a rock, one of these, but I think by incorporating the water coming over them, I think I made it more about the water coming over them. As for shooting that way, I think by doing a long exposure I made it more, and smoothing out the water a little bit, I tried to make it more about the coastline, and obviously the lights are showing up now. I might be able to get one more shot out of it, because I've got to admit I do quite like that particular shot. So yeah, I'll give it one more go. Hopefully the battery will last for that.